Good morning, grade 4. Welcome back to grade 4 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So today let's discuss the next problem solving strategy. It is how to use an organized list in solving a problem. So we make lists all the time, whether it is to note down the list of things to be brought from the grocery store, or whether you are preparing a to-do list to plan your day. We make use of lists all the time. So today we are going to see an example of how to use an organized list to solve a problem. So what is the best thing about using a list to solve something? So when you use a list, you can account for all the possibilities in solving a problem, and you can avoid the repetition of something. Like if you are having different plans, or if you are planning to buy a few things, you can note it down, make a list, and you can avoid doing the same thing or buying the same thing again and again. So you can account for all the possibilities, you can avoid repetitions, and also if you're trying to solve a bigger problem or a complicated one, you can organize all the information given to you in a methodical format. So let's see an example of how we can use a list to solve a simple problem. So here is an example from your textbook. So let me read the question to you. How many different codes, secret codes, can be made out of 0, 5 and 8? So what is given to you as information here? So you have three things given to you, the numbers 0, 5 and the letter A. You're asked to find out how many different codes or secret codes you can prepare using these three. So let's see how we can solve this one using a list. Let's first list out the information given to us. So the different secret codes will be combinations of these three. So let's start with the codes starting with 0. So let's write it down. Let's make a list. Code starting with 0. And along with 0, you have to use the number 5 and the letter A. So which will be the codes? You'll have to use a combination of 0, 5 and A. So starting with 0, which are the different combinations possible? 0 comes first, then comes 5, then comes A, that is one possible combination. Then 0 comes first, A comes next, and then ends with 5. These are two different possible combinations with these three. The two different combinations possible with starting number 0. Now let's list out the other possibilities. Code starting with 5. Now starting with 5, and you have to use 0 and letter A as well. So the possible combinations here will be starting with 5, then the next comes 0, then A, that is one possibility, then 5, A, 0, that is another possibility. So we are writing down or preparing an organized list to solve this problem. We are trying to figure out the different possible secret codes which can be made using the two numbers 0 and 5 and A. So let's see the list once again. The codes starting with 0, you have two possible combinations, 05A and 0A5. Now starting with 5, you can have two possible combinations, 50A and 5A0. Now starting with A, the other two possible combinations are A05 and A50. So right now, we have listed out the 6 possible combinations using 0, 5 and A. The 6 possible secret codes using this combination. So I hope you have an idea now of how to use an organized list to solve a problem. So the next time you are planning to go somewhere, first you prepare a list, the things to be taken, the destinations to be reached. And when you prepare a list and work accordingly, you'll see that it's getting done very easily and without missing anything or without anything get repeated. Or the next time you are planning an event, prepare a list of all the guests to be invited, or the food items to be served, or the timings of different events to be taken place during that function. Using a list makes everything so simple and easier to get done. So children, I hope the concept we learned today is clear to you. Now you have to do a question as homework. You have this heading called Try This in page number 184. You have the topic also there, make an organized list. First you go to the topic once, then try to work out this problem given here using an organized list. So that's all for today. We'll see in the next class with a new problem solving strategy. Till then, bye.